My name is Thabo Prince Mainecha. I'm residing at Mtambeka section in Tembisa. I'm originally coming from Limpopo. Here with my wife, Gineilwe Tloiwa. She's coming from Rustenburg. And in fact, we had so many challenges before, but currently I realized it was too much to handle, because it's almost 2 times when getting into our house, we found that there is an owl that I managed to kill in those 2 occasions. So, and also my wife was always complaining of severe headaches or severe stomach aches, things running all over her body, mainly on her head. So it was too much on me. When she complains, it was like, you know, I couldn't handle it because there was nothing I could do. So also as well, I had so many challenges personally, whereby you find that sometimes we end up feeling like we are not good for one another. But today, when we met the man, we met with the man of God, that's when we realized that indeed he even explained something that which I was not even aware of. He didn't know our names then, but he just called us with our names. But when he came to my wife, he just said, I hope you understand the meaning of your wife's name, because it wasn't even easy for me to get her. Yes, indeed, he told me so, and indeed it wasn't easy. Then he said, in fact, the wife that I'm having with is the one that I'm supposed to have. It's just that when it comes to the devil's doings, it's always the opposite. So he said to us, we need to focus. And the name Kineilwe, it was meant for me, that I was given. So I was pleased to hear that, and I feel like, you know what, those thoughts of saying I wasn't sure whether she's with me or what are gone now. And currently, to be honest, we are happy, and I feel relieved, and I feel like all the problems have gone away. You understand? And also even the dreams that we used to have. You know, he explained almost everything. He could even tell us where we're staying, you know. So I was pleased, to be honest. When he prayed for me, for the first time I saw that kind of a darkness. I never saw such a darkness. I never thought I would be able to see again. But I could feel there is something coming out of my body. Then that's why I'm saying, you know what, I feel I'm relieved with the grace of God.
Then killed the doctor for several times. One the story to the different, and then our the problem and only problem they are stress too much. Lo rapela nexa khon kisasa khon. Kitabile too much. I'm very happy. We dilo tse dintsi like kuna professor like dilo tse di diragalang no, which is true. ke itumetse because ka itse gore I'm free now, everything's still very sharp. Modimo bereka ka ditsela tse dintsi. Sa ntlha gore it was not easy gore re feleletse re tla fa di-challenge ne le tse dintsi, and then wa itse gore like di-spirit tsa di-darkness di phela di go pressella mare kere ba tshware fela yalo le bone go tlo diragala.
The thing is, we don't know the power that is behind our problems. We don't know what is it that is pushing. In most cases, you just see things happening. You don't seek solution. At some ages, I used to consult the sangomas and all the likes, but I could realize that that was not the way, and it's not even coming in my mind anymore. After the men of God have prayed for me, I just felt, I could even realize that even my prayer was not that much that like before. I used it like the way I used to be. I even told my wife one day to say, you know what, I feel like quitting church. But at some stage I realized, no, this is where the devil needs me, and it seems like he has got me. Then I said no. Then even the man of God, he even touched that part as well to say we need to be much on prayer. So I feel that energy is here, and I mean my strength has been restored spiritually. I'll be onto it.
Thank you. I'm Franz Modiba. I'm from Mabobani. What brought me here is that I have got a lot of doubts on most of the things that I've been through recently, especially 2018. So, yes, especially when it comes to my life and finances. Yes. Actually, there was nothing that was coming up, and all that was happening, I was losing money left, right, and center. So that's why I ended up saying no. Since I'm not a traditional person, I need to do it spiritually way. So that's why I came to see the man of God. It was charismatic. Yes. So the man of God told me about the stagnation and how I have been dreaming about all these things coming my way. So, and yes, it's true. They've been coming through dreams. The interpretation of what he said, it's really what is happening in my life. So I'm so blessed, and I can't say much because there's more that he wants to tell me with my fiance. Yeah. From my family, it's not everyone who has been saved nor who is willing to be saved, but unto some of them, those who are not saved, they will be saying, yes, we see that, yes, you married. Are you sure that this person will give you children, will bear you kids and all that? And then sometimes I tell them it's not up to her, the problem might be with me. So you can't always put pressure on her that she has to do things like this. Okay, now that one I overcome it because they can't, most of them, they are females and I'm a male. They can't empower me because of God put grace and power, dominion over the men. So that's how I took it. Yes. God is doing things in His own way in my life. Like, I'm giving Him chance to do things His own way. I don't know what I can say about that, since Actually, it was her opinion that I come here. She is the one that said, no, you need to go and see the man of God. Since you've been through a lot this year, especially when it comes to accident. I've been through accidents which I never had survived on those accidents. So I just came out of those accidents as I am, as you can see me, and I wasn't limping. There was no blood and there was nothing. But the friend I was with inside the accident, unfortunately his hand wasn't okay. He got a little injured. So that's the grace of God upon my life. The fact that I understand how God works is the one that makes me not to overwhelm too much, because too much of excitement brings attraction of things outside. So I don't know what is it that I'll be attracting out there. The more you're happy, the more the devil gets angry, and he will stand up with 9, 10, 15, 20 legs. So I don't know what is going to happen from there, but then I thank God for everything. So.
How will you
feel? I remember when I was leaving home, they told me that the demon you have, it's too strong. Okay, I used to tell them that I've got no demons, and I am one of the chosen one from God. So the demons won't play over my body. This is the temple of God. So when the man of God was praying, it started yesterday. I felt a touch when he was praying for me. Though conscious that I might fall anytime. Yes, so it was that moment whereby you feel the movement within you, that something is happening, there's a touch. I remember when we singing the song, I Need Your Touch. Yesterday, Prophet was playing it in the background, and I was like, he's indeed a prophet of God.
As I believe that the Almighty God has done it for you, what are the words of encouragement that you can give to other